Afternoon, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Big Old Fishing. I want to give God the glory, and also I want to say thank you for my subscribers. And if you're new, tap that subscribe button, leave a comment, and answer my comments. I'm going to do a 1-year review of my Kaku Zulu. Try to give you a little idea of the accessories that I've added and what I think of them, the pros and cons of each one. And I'm going to try to go over all the information I can on this Kaku as soon as I can. And then don't want to take a whole lot of time because there's so much to cover. So with that in mind, let's get started. I'm going to switch. Okay folks, welcome back. We're going to get started here for all my accessories. To start off here, here's my 1103 Torpedo. That's a 3 horsepower motor. I've got it connected to the spectral line, which is connected to my foot steering, which is up here. The foot steering turns left or right. I got my spectral line running through my kayak, and it has these tubes that run through here. Here's one tube, here's another tube, and those tubes come out here, come to that spectral line that attaches to the triangle, and it steers my kayak. Just like I said, it's a 3 horsepower. I've got these spectral lines connected to this triangle, and I also have this other line that's going to be my raise and lower. Here's my line. I got these 2 Harken pulleys. They attach to there. They come over here, attaches to here. I pull, and it catches my line, keeps the motor up while I'm doing what I need to do. I do recommend these as far as holding these motors up. I think I got these off of Amazon. They're also made by Harken. Really quality. You want them with these teeth. What they do is they grab that line, keep it up, and when you're ready to release, you grab this, raise it up, it releases, and then you let it slide down. Let me show you again. Those pulleys really help because they put all the weight on the pulleys instead of the rope. You pull the cord, it locks in, those teeth grab it, release it, raise it up, let gravity do its thing, releases down. It's hooked to my battery, which is right here. This is a, I think it's a 30 amp battery, and I got my throttle control here, and this is to control my motor, and this is the charger that charges the battery. It's a lithium ion battery. It only weighs like 11 pounds. See how small it is, but it's a powerful battery. So I slide this under my seat, swing around here, and this has been an issue with Torpedo, is the way this cord, sometimes people will bend this cord and the cord bends this way and this works loose. What it is, to try to keep it straight by adding these zip ties, it tries to keep it up straight and then make the bend up here so it's not over here where it has more stress. Keep the bend with these zip ties straight, and then bring that cord over to here. Here's my kill switch, and my throttle is on. My throttle is on, so I push forward. And there's my motor running forward. Put it in neutral. It stops. Go backwards and reverse. There's my reverse. Here's my kill switch. It comes off. It automatically kills it. That's a 3 horsepower motor connected to my life jacket. So if I fall off, then the motor dies. Next up is this power pole. Here's my battery. Once I connect my battery, once the battery's in place, this is my lanyard with my up-down switch. There's my down switch. And that's my down switch, and then my up switch. Pretty simple setup, but man, does it work great. It helps me when it's windy. It keeps me still and staying in one place. And this battery is removable. This is what charges. I'll lay that down for now. So that's my macro pole, my Torpedo 1103, my cord that raises and lowers it. I use Harken pulleys. I think they're 22 millimeter Harken pulleys. Really quality stuff. I've had them almost a year. Like I said, I'm doing a year review. Here's my paddle, made by Kaku. You'll get a discount if you buy the Kaku, the paddle through Kaku. They give you a discount. Here's my 360 light, homemade. I grab this cord, I pull it. There's my light, comes on. Pull it again, light comes off. Really simple, homemade. Did that myself. Here's my rod holder or net holder, whatever I want to use it for. Stealth rod holders. This is one of my supporters, always supporting me. Stealth mode. So yeah, stealth rod holders fits in this rail, and then I can adjust it to my height. Some people like them lower, higher, and then they have this cam that locks in your rod, and then once it's locked in, you bring this over the top of it and it locks it in place. You pull that up over, and then you can leave your rod in there. Here's Landers pliers, really quality stuff made by Landers Fishing. Look into them. I'm going to leave a link. There is a link on the bottom of my channel for Landers. There's that, and this is their fish grips. Really nice pair of fish grips. Set that there. Stealth mode. Innovative Sportsman makes these foot control steering. As you can tell, these are just attached to to the rails. These are aluminum, and so this foot control steering, it comes with a spectral line. It comes with everything you need, even the tubing. And what I mean by the tubing is that rubber tubing starts here, and that rubber tubing is right through here, and then that rubber tubing comes out here, and Kaku has designed a place for that rubber tubing right there, and then you put like a flare on the rubber tubing, and then put some silicone around it to keep the water out, and then the bracket from Torqeedo also. Let's talk about these rod holders. These are made by Ram. This is Ram Tube 2008, and the rod, these are the balls, or the Type C. There's like 1.5 inches, so you want to make sure you get the Type C. The littler ones won't fit it. It'll be too loose. Type C fits them real good. They're tight. They hold their position pretty well. I like them. That's that. Cup holder for $14. What a great investment. I put my Yeti tumbler in there, or put any kind of drink holder. So these little rubber grommets, they kind of help hold it. Stays one spot. So if you notice, everything is ergonomically designed to be within reach. This is my paddle, my tackle box, everything within reach. When you're on a kayak, you want to try to have everything within reach. Here's my boomstick right there. Let's talk about the front hatch. The front hatch. So I decided to add this weather stripping around this front hatch, as you can see it, because water will get in if it's not weather stripped. So I added this weather strip. It kind of helps it seal. And this is homemade. It's just a plastic kind of box. You probably can find one at the dollar store. I'm just cut it to size. It keeps everything in here. As you can see what it keeps in there. It sets right there, and it basically keeps everything from rolling around back there. It all keeps it together. I can get up and reach for things like what I need. Hatch closes. So I want to thank my sponsors who helped me throughout my time on the water and some tournaments. Landers Fishing, thank you, Terry. DLG Rods, Michael De La Garza, thank you. Flatwater Baits, Travis Meyer, thank you. Redfish Nation, Ruben Rodriguez, he's been with me since day one. He's been with me over 5 or 6 years. And Orlando Pena of Rip and Lip Lures also supplies me with lures. Want to thank him as well. This is what we call a pod cover. So if you're not going to use the pedal drive, which I don't, I use a pod cover. So the pedal drive would normally fit here, so I don't have a pedal drive. So I put the cover over where the pedal drive would go, and some people have X-side motors that fit in here, which that's fine. You have a battery and everything, but I decided to put my motor in the back. And then also underneath the bottom of it, I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna try to get under there. There's that pod cover on the bottom. It's gray. So what that does is it keeps water from collecting in this hole, So if it does, it would create drag and slow you down. So this kayak, one of the pros I love about this kayak is it drains well. So these are drains, that's a drain, water drains here, and it has 6 scuppers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 2 more scuppers right here and right here. So all that water's draining well. You have room under your seat for everything you need. So we're gonna move to the seat. So the seat, I'm a big man. I'm 6'2", 225, so I want comfort. So sitting all day, this thing gets hard. It's hard to sit on. It doesn't have a whole lot of padding because originally some people like to stand on them, which I don't do a lot of standing on the seat. I stand up here, which is fine with me. So I use this pad to sit on. It's made by Feger, F-E-A-G-E-R, Feger, out of Amazon. You can get it at Amazon. And then I decided to use my life jacket as a lumbar support to push against the back. To keep my back straight, it helps support my back, and that helps a lot. And one of the things that I don't remember it's there, but it's there, this is made by Tackle Webs. This is a great item to carry things that you may not need, but when you need them, if you don't have them, you wish you did. Extra prop, first aid kit, tools to take off the old prop, just different things like that, things that you need in an emergency that you don't need to get to all the time, but when you have it, you know you have it. It's always handy. Again, this was my lanyard. It's designed the way it's designed to fit around my neck, and it lays against my neck, and it lays the same way every time. So when I reach for it, I always know that the left side is the down, the right side is the up. I don't even have to look at it anymore. I just feel it and know. You call that muscle memory. You kind of reach down and know which ones go where. Let's see, what else? The cart's made by Vevor. I really didn't like how long the cart, the bottom supports were. They were like maybe 5 feet, which wasn't long enough. So I went ahead and got some wooden 8-foot treated lumber and put some carpeting over it and attached them to this cart, which gives this kayak a lot more support. I can roll it around, slide it in the back of my truck over there, and yeah. So this mat is really strong, dependable. It's stood the test of time for a year. So yeah, does the kayak handle well? Yes. Is the kayak stable? Stabler than you may imagine. Is it heavy? Yeah, that is a con. So it's going to be heavy. So just keep that in mind, especially if you have a lot of gear. The heaviest part obviously is back here. So loading it and unloading it, some people use trailers for them, which is a great idea because you can back a trailer to the water, slide it off and put it in the water, and then use a winch and load it back up with the winch. There's my boom for my recording, and there's cases that I use this rope in case I want to pull. When I'm kayak guiding, I grab this rope here and I'll attach it to the back of my kayak if I want to pull somebody around. So if you hire me as a guide, one of the things I'll do for you as I'm moving around is I'll pull you with this rope, with this motor, to get you to the fishing grounds. And once we get to the fishing grounds, I unhook you and we start fishing. So that's going to help to get you over there, especially if you don't want to paddle that far. Anything else? Yeah, got any questions? Like I said, it's been almost a year. The cons, yeah, that's heavy. The pros, it's very stable. It drains well is another pro. The seat's real comfortable. It's high, and that's a big plus for me because I can sit up high. I'm 6'2", 225, so at 6'2", I need to sit up a little higher. It feels great. Everything is ergonomically at reach, and yeah, big old fishing. All right, folks. That's going to wrap it up. I hope you liked my Kaku review after almost a year. If you have any questions about any of the accessories, just message me and I'll try to help you out how to get them, what to look for. I've had this kayak, like I said, about a year. Me and Bear want to say thank you for watching. Right, Bear? You can see Bear down here. Let's see if y'all can see my dog, Bear. Come here, Bear. Yeah, that's a good dog here. Anyhow, that's my Texas numbers for registration purposes. Again, thank you for watching. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. And as always, I give God the glory through Jesus Christ, my Lord. If you're not saved, believe that Jesus Christ died for your sins and on the third day rose from the dead. If you believe that, you're saved. That's that simple, folks. God doesn't make it hard to get saved. He's just looking for people to respond. Anyhow, the Kaku Kayak, have any questions again, like I said, just ask. There she is. If you see me on the water, say, "What's up, Big O?" Tight lines. And I'll see y'all later. Talk to y'all later, folks. Bye-bye.